cree usted que le ha aportado usted al arte en general?
Al arte absolutamente nada.
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 ¿Y a la vida?
Porque no, porque lo digo siempre, soy muy mal pintor por la razón de que soy demasiado inteligente para ser buen pintor. Para ser buen pintor hay que ser un poco burro.
¿Y a la vida?
A menos Velázquez, que es un genio que pasa de mucho al acto pictórico. Y a la vida pues le debo todo, porque el día que Dalí hiciera un cuadro bien hecho como Velázquez o como Vermeer o como Rafael, o una música como Mozart, la semana siguiente uno se muere. Y entonces yo prefiero hacer cuadros malos y vivir más tiempo.
Salvador Dali was a Spanish artist, born on May 11, 1904, in Figueres, Catalonia. He is best known for his surrealistic artworks that challenge reality and often include bizarre and dreamlike elements. Dali showed an early interest in art, and his parents encouraged him to pursue his passion. He attended art school in Madrid, where he was exposed to the works of the great masters and began to develop his own unique style. In the early 1920s, Dali moved to Paris, where he joined the Surrealist movement and began to experiment with new techniques and approaches to art. His work during this period, including paintings like The Persistence of Memory, established him as one of the leading figures of the Surrealist movement. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, Dali continued to produce groundbreaking works, including collaborations with other artists and filmmakers. He also developed a reputation for his eccentric behavior and flamboyant public persona. He was fascinated by science and technology and was interested in exploring new techniques and mediums for creating art. He experimented with holography, stereoscopy, and other cutting-edge technologies. During World War II, Dali and his wife, Gala, moved to the United States, where he continued to work and exhibit his art. He returned to Europe in the 1950s and began to focus more on religious and mystical themes in his work. He became a prolific writer and published a number of books on art, science, and philosophy. He also wrote an autobiography, The Secret Life of Salvador Dali, which is known for its fanciful and often embellished accounts of his life. Dali's personal life was often tumultuous, and he had a complicated relationship with Gala, who was also his muse and artistic collaborator. He was also politically controversial, openly supporting the fascist regime of Francisco Franco during the Spanish Civil War and drawing criticism from his fellow surrealists. Despite all that, his artworks are highly valued and some of his most famous pieces have sold for millions of dollars. His portrait de Paul Éluard sold for $22.4 million in 2011. This painting is a portrait of the French poet Paul Éluard. The surrealist portrait of Gala sold for $18.5 million in 2011. This painting is a portrait of Dali's wife, Gala, and features many of the surrealist motifs and symbols that are characteristic of Dali's work. Printemps Necrophilique sold for $16.3 million in 2016. This painting features a grotesque image of a female figure surrounded by decay and decayed animals, and is an example of Dali's exploration of death and decay. In his later years, Dali suffered from a number of health problems and became increasingly reclusive. He died on January 23, 1989, at the age of 84. If you are interested in more content and curiosities about your favorite artists, subscribe Art Advisor.